on, everyone? My name is Donovan, and today I'd like to share with you my thoughts on the Mi Band 4 from Xiaomi. This is a watch I've been using for a couple days now, so this is by no means a full review, but I just wanted to kind of go over some of the features of the watch and then also share with you just my thoughts so far on this fitness band from Xiaomi. So this watch, when it first released, sold millions, and the reason for that is the price point and all the functions you get for a relatively inexpensive price point. So you can see here, I actually have two different versions of it. The first one I got from geekbuying.com, and you can see they have it for a bunch of different prices. So if you come down here, the version I have is actually the Chinese version, so you can see that one's available for just under $35. That's a pretty typical price. You can typically find the Chinese version for under $40 with no problem. You can see they have a bunch of different versions of the watch here, a bunch of different colors, and that's because this band is completely removable, and basically the only thing that is not removable is that little pod there. But then you come down here, they have the Avengers version, so that one's going to be close to $80. We come over here, there is an NFC version as well. That one's going to be right around $60. And then the other one that I have over here, this one came to me from Banggood.com, so I'm going to leave a bunch of links down in the description if you're interested in picking up various versions of the watch. But from Banggood.com, you can see that we'll go ahead and show you the difference between these two. So this is the Chinese version, so notice everything is pretty much in Chinese there. Over here, this is the international version, so of course all of the features are going to be written in English, and then they do also have it in a number of other different languages as well. So that's the international version. That one's going to be slightly more expensive, but you can see they have it for $43. So either way, it's going to be a great price, well under $50, regardless of what you get, unless you get one of those more fancy versions that have, you know, the Avengers or whatever, then it's going to be a little bit more expensive. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the features they mentioned here. So color, of course, we have a color touchscreen. It is only a 0.95-inch touchscreen. We have a notifications display. We have step and sleep monitoring. Over here, it says 5 atmospheres water resistant. So I wore this in the shower. I actually took it swimming as well, so you don't have to worry about that. Various exercise modes, which we'll take a look at, and then also the heart rate monitor. Now, as I mentioned, this is completely removable, and actually to charge it up, you are going to have to remove this band. So you can see this little silicone band here is removable. Those two little pins are going to connect up to the two pins here, and on the other end of the USB charger that you get with it, it's just going to plug into, you can plug it into your computer, you can plug it into a regular wall adapter. Either way, that's how you're going to be charging it up. Now notice down here there is a little circle, that's going to be your home button, and really that's the only button. Everything else is completely done on this 0.95-inch touch display. And then we have our always monitoring heart rate monitor right down here, and so far I found it to be pretty accurate. I haven't really had any issues with the accuracy so far. So this is just one of the very many, there's actually a ton of clock faces you can get on it. So this one you can see shows steps and then heart rate, also the date and time. So that one is just one of them. And then over here we can go into our status. So right now I'm just sliding up and down. So if I slide up and down, it's going to take me into my various applications. So status is just going to give me my fitness status for the day. And if I scroll down one more, we're going to get our heart rate. So if I click on that, it will, it notices that I'm not actually wearing it. So right now it's obviously not going to work, but if I go ahead and put that on, and we'll go ahead and hit check. So it'll go ahead and start. Now that's not accurate, but also I'm not really wearing it. But that's how it's going to check the heart rate monitor. All right, so you can notice that as soon as I took it off, it stopped checking my heart rate. And then here we have our workout mode. So we come in here, we have outdoor run, treadmill, cycling, walking, exercise. That's going to be what you're going to do if you're lifting weights or doing some kind of cardio. You'll want to use that one. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. And then we have pool swimming as well. So that one's going to track your laps. Now, one of the things I will mention here is that with the workouts, this does not have GPS built in. So if you want to use GPS, if you want to get the most accurate workout information, it will locate. So notice that it says, okay, so it says it's located GPS. That's because it's connected up to my phone. So it's using my phone's GPS in order to get that lock. So just a heads up there, this doesn't have its own GPS. If you want to use GPS, you're going to have your phone with you. So That is maybe a little bit of a negative, but obviously at this price point, you shouldn't expect to get GPS built into it. Then we have our weather. Of course, that's going to show us our weather. And yes, it really is only 57 degrees right now. And you can see there. So it gives you 4 days worth of weather. And then we come down here, we have our notifications. And at the moment, I don't have any notifications, but that's where they would be. And then we have more. So here we can change to do not disturb, alarm, music. So that's going to take us into our music. I'm actually going to show you another shortcut for that one. We have our stopwatch, our timer, find device. That's going to help us find our phone. And then we have a silent mode. Alipay, that will really only work in China. So unless you live in China, that's not going to be important. We can adjust our band display here. So this is where we can change our if we want to change our clock face there. So that was one way you can do it. You can also do it on your phone, and I actually recommend doing it on the phone. It's a little bit easier there. Then we'll go back to more, and let's see here. What else do we have on here? Oh, and then we have our general settings. So we have brightness, lock screen, reboot, factory reset, and so on and so forth. So that is pretty much everything on the watch that you need to know. So I'm going to go back to the main face because there is actually one more thing. If I slide to the right, it's going to take me into Alipay. Again, that's only available in China anyway, so unless you live in China, that's not going to be very useful. And then one more, and then we have our music. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up a song on here on my phone, if I can find my application here. So I'm going to go ahead and go to Spotify. I have no idea what I was playing last. So now, got some music playing, and now you can see it actually will allow me to adjust my volume on my phone. I can go to the next song, just like that. So that's how we're going to, so it does have music controls. So if you're running and you have your phone with you, you can control your music using the watch. And then also, of course, you can track your workout using the watch as well. But of course, it's going to use the connected GPS on your phone. All right, so that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the application for the phones or for the watch itself. So it's going to use an application called MiFit, as you can see right back there. So I'll actually go back, and there's a bunch of different watches that use this. A lot of the watches from Xiaomi and Amazfit use this. So if we come over here, I have it under watch, and then MiFit is the applications it's going to use. So you can see I have the Amazfit Bip as well, which I haven't had connected in a little while. We can set our goals here. So goals, so step goals, our pound, our weight, things like that. We can connect up with some friends. So if you have other friends that use Xiaomi products, you can connect up with that. And then we have some behavior tagging as well. But let's go ahead and go into the watch itself. So here are the band display settings. So this is where we're going to actually get all the different bands. So you can see that there are a ton of them. Now this will vary depending on which version of the watch you get. So obviously if the Avengers version, you're going to have actually an Avengers watch face that's available, where you don't see that on this one. But there's a ton of different ones available on just the native application here. We can unlock the screen. So this is going to be using the watch to unlock your phone screen. We can set on incoming calls, event reminders, alarms, app alerts. This is where we're going to get our notifications, and here you can adjust which notifications will give you notifications, or which applications will give you notifications. So these are all of the ones I picked. Down here you can adjust it if you want more. So if you want other apps to also send you notifications, you can go down there into manage apps to fix that. Now notice up here my battery life. So 2 days ago I charged it. That was the last time it was charged, and I'm at 87%. So in 2 full days I've only gone through 13%, and that's using it completely. I haven't really done anything to try to conserve battery at all. So obviously battery life of 20 days is very possible on this thing. So we do have idle alerts. That's basically going to let you know when you've been sitting around for too long. And then down here we can there's a few more band alerts as well. So it brought in just the incoming SMS, also goal notifications there as well. And then down here, find band. So if you lost your band, you can go ahead and use that to find it. And a lot of other things here. So heart rate detection, you can adjust when you want it to check your heart rate. So the detection method, I have it on automatic when I'm sleeping as well. Detection frequency at 1 minute, activity detection. So during exercises, it's always going to be checking it as long as you have that turned on as well. And that's pretty much it. So the Mi Band 4 does everything that you need a fitness band to do, including you can obviously mess with your music. It does have connected GPS available as well. The battery life is amazing, color touchscreen. So everything about this thing for only, around $30 to $40 is pretty spectacular in my opinion. So this is the Mi Band 4. If you have any questions, anything I might have missed in the video, let me know down in the comment section. Thanks for watching. I hope this video has been helpful for you, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.